Howdy, lieutenants and economists.
The most volatile, evil, disgusting things on the planet, humans. If you have a video request, you can always go to assholeconsulting.com.
Yeah, I am gonna charge you, kids. And that is the importance of not fucking up.
You are such an asshole!
Asshole Consulting, how you guys doing? Go to assholeconsulting.com if you got questions and I have answers and you got money, where I, America's older brother, will give you the straight dope you need and kick your ass and pencil fall off the desk. We'll get that later. David writes, I was hoping to get another request, not sure when I'll be able to afford it due to your increasing rates, but I would like to see how much I would have to pay for it. This would be a video request. The video would be about how to look for a good girl to date according to Aaron Clarey, and what are the red flags to look for when dating those girls. Also, I would hope to hear your opinion about girls with tattoos, piercings, multiple sex partners, previous abortions, and so on. Oh, is that all? Please let me know how much it would cost. I appreciate the military discount if it's still applicable. Oh, dude, I should have. Oh, shit. I charged a full price. Let me refund you a little bit, and then, or if you have another request, let me know. Yeah, military people get discounts. All right, well, we have what's called the Clarey Relationship Test, and it is a 17-point test. I had to go get the old notes, found it. And I'm going to go through this because we have this as previously established canon, but then I'm going to address some of the key ones that you should look for. So here's the first ones. Other kids, obviously, divorced. What did they major in? That's a huge one. We're going to assume that these girls are not been married. They don't have kids. These are gals in their 20s. You're looking, because I think you're only 30 yourself. You're not that old. So no, this is going to assume you're not an old fart like me. So girls, obviously, who majored in the right thing. And that's the degree. Those STEM degrees is really telling, because it tells you, like, okay, how based is she? How anchored in the real world is she? Is she the standard girl who's going to major in bullshit studies and get a ton of debt, and then, like, expect you to bail her out or dad to bail her out because I might follow your heart and the money will follow, all that other stuff. Debt is a huge thing. Non-mortgage debt. I understand and I appreciate people that have a mortgage debt because you bought a house, all right? As long as the house isn't too egregious, you need a place to live. But when I say non-mortgage debt, I mean things like car loans, credit card loans or credit card bills, balances, and student loan debt. Student loan debt is going to be increasingly more important the younger we get, because you boys, I know more than one person, nice people, don't get me wrong, but sure enough, the husband bailed his wife out of a worthless degree in the liberal arts. I'm sure he didn't, like, enjoy paying off those student loans. I'm sure that money could have gone towards paying down the house mortgage. But yeah, if they got student loan debt, they're a doctor or a surgeon, all right, I'll grant you that. Okay, dentist or something, okay, that makes sense. But if they got $150,000 in student loans and they majored in transgenderism studies, no, that's a bad thing. Another big one, is the dad around? Do they know who their father is? This is very important. Do they have a good relationship with their dad? Do they love their dad? Is their dad around? Now, yeah, it could be divorced. Preferably not. You'd like mom and dad to still be married. But more importantly, trumping all that, is do they have a good relationship with their father? If they don't, that is a huge red flag. And you're like, I'll tell my father. And there's been some gals who legitimately, their fathers were assholes, all right? Let's be honest. It's not always, the woman just comes out of nowhere and divorces your ass and takes you. I mean, I understand that happens, but sometimes there are fathers who are dicks, all right? So you got to kind of play that one by ear, but it is much preferable, very preferable to have a girl who loves her father, knows where he is, and hangs out with him and talks to him regularly. The lingerie test. Do girls like lingerie? Do they like being feminine? That's it. Do they have a job? That's a big one. Do they have a job? Timeliness. I love women that are on time. It's not a vital one, but it sure does speak volumes to their responsibility and selflessness. People who understand the importance of being on time know that if you're late, you are wasting other people's time. And by default, you mean to value yourself more than those other people. you have no problem wasting their finite life on this planet. I do not tolerate tardiness in my women. No, they're on time. No mental illness. All right. Now this could be real or fake, but the rule would be if they're taking prescription drugs for it. No. We don't do the bipolars or the ADHD, HDAs. We don't do the Asperger's. We don't do the social anxieties. We don't do the what? We don't. Whether it's faked or real, because if you're faking a mental illness, you're mentally ill. And so, boys, I strongly recommend you do not date women that, well, I just take lithium. No. Not a leftist. This is a little bit harder because most women are leftists. They've been trained and indoctrinated to be that way, no matter how independent-minded thinking they are. I also say no uber religious chicks. That's another big sign. Born-agains. I don't mind if you are a genuine Christian or a genuine Jew or a genuine Muslim or genuine whatever. But if you're born again, the number of gals I met that had an illegitimate kid and Jesus forgives. Oh my God, Jesus, yay, Jesus. I can do whatever I want, he'll forgive me. No uber religious born again Christian chicks. No tats, piercings, or fucked up hair. I am alright if you have a discreet tattoo. I'm alright if you got your ears pierced, your belly button pierced, that's cute. I draw the line at tongue piercings, nose piercings, eyebrow piercings, fucked up hair, loud tattoos, sleeves. No. I just don't deal with that. Do they want to stay at home and raise the children? This presupposes they want to have children. And if they do want to have children, they know that one person has to stay home and take care of the kids. Doesn't have to be them. It could be you. You know, you could do a Stephen Molyneux where it's obviously logical that the guy should stay at home and the woman has the real job. No offense to Stephen Molyneux. But if you are talking about having children, if she says, well, we'll just push them off to daycare, well, then I go work my career. Oh, no. That's a robot. That is a materialistic thing. That is a woman who does not care about her own children. Somebody will stay at home and raise the children. A stupid fancy car, this is more for the men. If girls are asking me, I don't, how do I find it? If a guy's got a stupid fancy car, don't go out with him. But if a girl's buying, her Range Rover and she works as a barista, you got to do the math and realize she's spending a lot of money. No drugs or alcoholism, kind of related to no mental illness. No cats, no animal rescue. I understand if you have a pet, all right, I can get that. But if you have several cats, several dogs, and you're in an animal rescue, that's a sign where you should say no. And that's it. That's the 17-point list. Out of them, well, let's go through the original request here. Video would be about how to look for a good girl to date according to Aaron Claire, what are the red flags. So we went through some of the red flags. The main ones, I would say student loan debt. That's a big one. STEM, you're not going to be able to control that. Ideally we'd all like to be dating the electrical engineering major girl, but it just doesn't happen. She has a job is a good one. Mental illness is huge. I don't know. You have bipolar. No. Not a leftist. That's another big one. You can date and have fun, but, because that's what the majority of women are, is leftists. But not marry. You do not marry leftists. Uber religious is pretty important, too. That's just one to avoid. The tattoos is kind of, it's not a hard one, but it's pretty good to follow as well. And then the dad being around. The dad being around is very... very key. Alright, so the video would be about how to look for a good girl to date according to Aaron Claire, what are the red flags. Alright, so we talked about the red flags. Now, how do you find a good girl? Dude, I have no idea. It is so bad that I even had to tell one guy he may have to accept the fact he's not going to get married. Then all of a sudden all these girls emailed me on, I'd like to date that guy. I'm like, okay, here we go. So there are women out there, but the biggest hurdle I've found with dating, talking to my friends like it, is you all have got to get over this. Well, I don't do long distance relationships. Well, too fucking bad for you. Okay, there's a great person that lives 500 miles away. Don't give me this shit. They got to be within 20 minutes of you. All right, that's not how the real world works anymore. So that's the first thing I would do is expand your horizons, radius-wise, mileage-wise. Then to find a good girl, you just got to go out and date a ton of them. You're gonna kiss a lot of frogs before you find yourself a quote-unquote prince. And you can avoid the bad ones with this critical list here, but go to church. Well, you can go to church, but you're gonna run into the crazy psycho born again types. You can whittle down your list here, but frankly, the percentage of women that even meet 5 of those standards is less than 2% of the population. So the first thing I would say is how do you go find a good girl to date? Don't try and go find one. Just go live your life and do your thing. And then hopefully one comes along. That's what I would recommend you do. And this gets back to the original thing of you don't chase girls, you chase money. All right? We've gone over it before, but it's a vitally important lesson. If you chase girls, you're not spending that time improving yourself and improving your life. And therefore not improving yourself to then sell yourself to these women, right? And it makes logical sense that if you want women, you should chase after them. But chasing after women does not improve your integrity, your strength, your honor, your character, your charisma, or you. It's just a pissing away of time, frankly, is what it is. So what I would recommend you do is not chase after girls and not even worry about finding a good girl. Go and do your thing. Focus on your career. Certainly ask girls out. You got to do it on it. But that is not, do not put women number one in your life. Put your life number one in your life. And what that will do is it'll make you a much more interesting man. You'll have accomplishments and achievements, and you'll be more attractive to women. And that's what's going to help you find gals. So where do I go to find good girls? It's a moot question. The question isn't, they're around. You have to do a lot of digging and a lot of dating. But it's not like, oh yeah, you just go to church. No. If we knew where the good girls were, we'd say, hey, here's where you go to get good girls. And it would have been easy and everybody would be doing it. It's like, well, how do I become rich? Well, it's really hard to become rich. That's why it's so rare to become rich. If it was easy, anyone could do it. Starting a business. If it was easy, anybody could do it. And you have a lot more people running businesses and being millionaires. But they're not because it's hard. And so there's no unturned stone. Men have been looking for millions of years. Where the quality girls are hanging out. You just got to go and do your own thing. And then hopefully maybe you run across one in your trials and tribulations living life. I would also want to hear your opinion about girls with tattoos, piercings, multiple sex partners, previous abortions. Tattoos, again, I said, if it's discreet, it's okay. I prefer not. I prefer piercings just to be ears and your belly button. I don't want to see your nose or your eyebrow or your tongue pierced. Multiple sexual partners, well, dude, that's pretty much every girl. Every girl's going to have multiple sexual partners. When it gets to, I'd say double digits, then it's, because it's different for guys and gals. Yeah, it is. Yes, it is. It's too bad. Too freaking bad. If a girl has double-digit sex partners, it's like, ooh, okay, all right. Not the worst. Not the worst. I mean, this is not, I prefer a girl to have 20 sex partners than be bipolar or claim to be bipolar, frankly. But that's just how society is. Yeah, go sleep, have sex as many guys as you want. Previous abortions, the abortion is kind of a real big thing for me. And I'm pro-choice. But if you've let it get to the point that you're pregnant, like you're not on birth control, and that you're now going to abort something that is potentially a human life, I find it detestable, but I'm not going to get in your way of doing it. Maybe one abortion I could understand. But if they got like 3 or 4, like that's their default go-to currency for birth control is abortion, no, we got to get rid of that. That's bad. That's somebody who has very bad decision-making skills. And so on. I mean, it's just common sense. It's very boring June and Ward Cleaver-ish. You know, is she a good? Is her father around? Does she have a real job? Please let me know how much it would cost. Appreciate the military discount. Yeah, dude, it's it's common sense. I obviously would prefer a girl doesn't have an abortion or tattoos or piercings or multiple sex partners. The multiple sex partners, that one that really wouldn't bother me at all because it's default, it's standard now. I'm not against the gal that had a abortion and then learned her lesson, but if she's on her 5th abortion because she still doesn't know how the fucking pill works, well then that's going to be indicative of other bad decision-making skills and problems. Yeah, that's pretty much it. But the lesson to pull from this is don't think like, oh, now I go do this to find. You're not going to find a good girl looking for her. You're just not. You're going to have to go do your own thing and really just put it on the back burner, and then one shows up. That's really what it is. It does help to date a lot. You'll meet some girls that way, but man, that is almost a full-time job unto itself, and it's tiring. It's really tiring. All right, that's it. You guys got questions, Cappy can provide answers, assholeconsulting.com. Check out patreon.com/Aaron Clarey. Check out the books over at amazon.com. We'll see you guys later. Toodles.